don't get anything. And then let's go ahead and do it one more time. Please give me something cool. I would absolutely love it. Skip. Oh, we got something. Yo folks, and welcome to the channel. My name is Bork. In today's video, we'll be talking about slime Isekai memories, my first impressions, some beginner tips that I have. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. First things being, we jump into the gameplay. This is the reason why people wanted me to cover this game so much. I've gotten multiple requests, and that's because the turn-based combat is different enough so that it keeps you interested and wants you to keep playing it, because there's like 3 different systems that you sort of have to pay attention to, whether you're casting your skills, you're generating combo, or you're changing like the color of your skills or your soul. So as you can see, this game looks absolutely beautiful. The 3D rendering looks amazing. It's very easy to understand what's going on here. So you have like these different colored skills that you can see right here, and I want to point us to my Google spreadsheets really quick. You can see that there's Soul of Skills that are green, this dude right here. You have Soul of Protection, which is blue, and then you have Soul of Secrets, which is red. And the reason why that's so important is because if you select one of the same colors, then you can essentially cast all of those skills. But you could also do something like this, where I am only selecting Rimuru's skills, the blue-haired person's, and you can see I trigger like a 5 combo. And what's even more important is that you can actually get really nitty-gritty with it, where you're only casting the green skills, and it'll affect your battle skill or your skill points right here. So you can see if I select those, I can only cast these 4 skills, but I get plus 29 on my meter. But if we actually change things up a little, you can see I only get plus 4 with like this one blue skill that I'm casting, or the skill or Soul of Protection, right? So you can see here plus 6, and you can see here plus 4. And the reason why plus 4 is different is because it's upgrading the secret skill gauge that you can see right here. And your secret skill is essentially like your ultimates. There's so many different aspects. And just to like round it out again, this green button goes to this green color right here. This blue button right here goes to this blue button. And this orange button goes to like this gauge right here that's orange. And I think like that's so crazy, because there's not many games that can pull systems like this off, because a lot of games will just, oh, you can be faster, or oh, you can defense shred. You can do like these simple things, but Slime Isekai Memory sort of takes this into a next level where there's intertwining like combos, there's intertwining abilities. And you saw how I dealt like a 5 combo right there, and it dealt like an extra attack. I actually annotated this in my notes as well, where different combos, like for example, 3 or 4 combos, you will deal subpar damage. 5 combos, you'll do 2 member attacks. 6 combos, you'll do 3 member attacks. It's also broken down here. We'll cover it later. But the fact that you can also combo in this game and make your attacks essentially act a little bit different, it's just really important that we can see sort of like all these tiny details, because it really goes to show how they placed a high importance on how you would play the game strategically. And what's really cool here is I can actually change like some of my skills out if I wanted to. We'll change my red skills into blue, right? So we'll do that. And then we'll also cast it one more time so my blue skills turn into green. And this will make it so that most of my colors will essentially be green. I can deal another 5 combo. I can also increase my skill gauge so that I can cast more skills another round. You can really get like big brain with the way you play this game. And now I do a savage combo for extra damage like we talked about earlier. I love this system, and I hope more like gacha games sort of annotate the fact of how amazing this is. And we have another way to trigger some more skills. We can actually change the blue skills into green ones, and you can see here color changes and everything. But then we can cast Valdora's skill, where he changes Soul of Skills to Soul of Secrets. I know this is like so many different things, but it'll change like the green skills into orange. And now we can essentially pull off the mega combo right here, where we do like 200% bonus damage. And this is so satisfying. We get to pull this off. By the way, this is the secret skill. We get to do this because if we triggered like so many secret skills at once, hence why that secret skill like gauge went up. Now we get to see like a fancy animation. Animation looks so clean. You love to see good animation in the game. At the end of the day, I don't care what anyone says. That's what puts games above other games, right? You can see here, now we're casting all the skills. We do a monstrous combo for 200% damage, and bam, there you go, 615 damage. Yes, the like ending character, like whoever hits last, it does sort of matter. We actually, you know, get more skill gauge on our Shion right here, or we get more skill gauge on this character, I forget her name. But there's just so many different ways that you can essentially manipulate the game to have different skills. And you can see like, you know, the cost of these things go up as I use them more frequently. But we're practically at the end of the fight right here. And let's go ahead and cast all these abilities and see how much damage we deal. I think we're going to be able to beat it with this one. Oh, like Rimuru is going going to essentially kill it. And that's because he does like the close-up sort of deal. It's like the little things that 7 Deadly Sins did, which I greatly appreciate in order to like make it seem like there's more things happening in the game. And this is why I like Slime Isekai Memories so much. They really made the combat system just so different from everything else. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of my regrets, and it's kind of petty in my opinion. So for example, I re-rolled for this Rimuru, right? While he is okay, his skills are kind of terrible. They're not the best. So for example, he has this hydro combat thing where he can essentially lower the secret gauge for the enemies, which is cool because you can prevent them from doing their ults like we showed earlier. Secret gauge is your ult. And then you have your heal assist that increases like, you know, the divine protection or blue skills, right? The reason why that's not important to me, the JP tier list was like, hey, you know, roll for this Rimuru. But the thing is I should have rolled for this Shion right here because she has the ability to do penetration damage. And the reason why penetration damage is so important is if I jump over here into my spreadsheet, it'll actually give you normal damage, plus it'll deal additional damage not affected by the enemy's defense. You could deal 1.5x to 2x damage with proper pierce, and just note that Shion's pierce will actually last for 2 turns. I was just like, why didn't I reroll for this character? And then I ran into something like this. This was shared in my Discord, and I was like, oh, this makes a lot more sense. And this makes more sense why, like, my 2 characters that I rerolled for. Let's go ahead and look at it really quick. It does matter for someone like me who wants to stay free to play, like the reroll. But there you go, like these 2 characters, they're at the bottom. It really doesn't help just sort of seeing this. It makes me want to reroll. And I only spent like a couple hours in this game, and I've been logging in like infrequently just to check in on it. It's very easy to get this level of the game. And the reason why it's so easy is that the main progression point is build nation. I love this aspect as well. You saw like sort of my overworld earlier where you saw like my town. Like I love how I can actually move stuff around because I had my OCD kicking in when I couldn't change these things. These things were building on like really ugly places, and it bothered me to like the greatest degree. But I shifted it. Now my town looks much better. But let's jump into the big parts. If you jump into reward right here, if you have higher population, you will actually unlock more magic crystals, which is more summon currency. And then if you actually jump into here in the quest section, and then you go into total right here, and you check on your facilities, you'll see that you will get magicules, and magicules are important for leveling up, as you can see. And this is going to be just the best place to essentially get actual upgrades at the very beginning of the game. It's not about grinding, it's about building your nations. Once I found out building my nation was so important, this is what I intended to focus on. And when you build stuff and construct stuff, always have something building in the background. You know you do. You have like these 3 hammers going at once. But another thing you can do is go to level up right here, and then you can check on which things that you can build. So for example, I can build a dwarf's house. I can level it up after I get to chapter 2 part 7 normal. It's really hard for me to get to that because my characters aren't leveled up enough. I'm not grinding enough, this, that, and the third. But once I found that out, I was like, all right, cake, I'll do that. Also, I have to unlock all these different aspects, other buildings like the Lizardman's house in order to get more population for chapter 7 and whatnot. And then I have to unlock these magic devices. This will amplify the status of characters with dark attribute. It'll amplify my dark damage, so that way I can get a little bit more EP. I want to do that as well. So there's a lot of different aspects where, you know, there's multiple games happening at once. You have like your build nation, like actual game. Then you have like your quest that you can actually do participating in combat. And the best part about quests is, let's say for example, I don't feel like touching the game for a bit. You can jump into training right here, and then you can go into level up quest, and then you can do this parallel processing capability where essentially you get to spend stamina. You can do other things outside of the game, or let's say you just want to take a walk. It's just a really nice way. Like you can idle the game in some ways. You don't have to constantly be paying attention to it because you can, you know, grind, you can build your nation, you could walk away. There's just so many aspects to this game that I absolutely love. It makes it so that you're not just sitting there playing the game, grinding. No one does that anymore. And all the characters, they do perform really well. I just want to reroll because seeing my characters in a way where their skills aren't performing the way I want to. I did like a lot of combos because I was changing like the different colors. You guys saw that earlier, but I need more damage. I need more capabilities. There you go. Those are like my first thoughts and everything, my impressions and beginner tips. Feel free to go through my Google spreadsheets. I talk about the color matching. I talk about predator mechanic that's a little bit later in the game. The ability releases like this aspect right here. There's so many different nuances that you can build and understand in this game. I just love how intricate it is. There's not enough intricacy in most gacha games that we do. But let's go ahead and do some summons right here so we can see some exciting stuff. Let's do our free pull of the day, recruit 0, and we get something nice. It would be really cool if I got Shion. I won't re-roll this account if I get any like SSR. All right, no, we got this dude right here, the old man, and then let's go ahead and do some summons. I can do some summons on this banner, or I can do some summons on this banner. So I have Bazaar points 10 on this one, I have Bazaar points 0. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go with this one because Diablo, the butler dude, he's actually not the greatest. So let's go ahead and summon 300 right here. I'm just gonna spend all my jewels because I plan to reroll this account anyways. So let's go ahead and see. Sometimes we get something cool. Just make it go purple. Go purple or rainbow, whatever the color is. So with that, I know it's not going to be as rare. We got some rares right here. Can we get a gold? No, nothing. All right, where's our gold? If I see like the purple letters, I just want to show the summon animations as well. Like, it's kind of decent. They have like a cute cutscene with Rimuru sort of like walking around and stuff. Oh my gosh, there's an enemy coming. I guess like these are new enemies or new companions like walking into Rimuru's nation or whatever. I just want to see like the gold flash. And you also get like some text at the very beginning of the summon. So here's our gold summon. It's gonna be Hakuryu, the old man. So that's pretty cool. Oh, we get another one. It's gonna be, and we get Salamander. He's just gonna be another protection character. And let's go ahead and do it one more time. We're just gonna like expend everything like I said, because if not, I'm just gonna go ahead and reroll. Let's do skip. Don't get anything. And then let's go ahead and do it one more time. Please give me something cool. I would absolutely love it. Skip. Oh, we got something. Is it the correct Milim? That's like the real question. All right, this is the correct Milim. I might think about like keeping this account because she's the one that actually makes sense and she does wind magic damage. There's like different nuances where enemies are weak to magic, enemies are weak to physical. There is a lot of aspects to essentially account for. So I'll think about it. I don't have Shion. Shion is just really good for like boss tackling, but I do have like my Milim right here. So that's not really bad. And in case you guys are wondering, the rates for this game isn't terrible. So let's go ahead and check in on that really quick just so you guys can see it. All right, so the drop rates for battle characters is 75%, 25% for protection characters. Oh, this is the thing where it's like a guaranteed 5-star. So that's not realistic for us. So let's go to right here, and this is the normal banners with Diablo rate up and stuff. 81% for 3-star, 15% for 4-star, 5-star, 4%. So that's pretty good. And then you have the breakdowns for battle characters, protection characters. Obviously, battle characters have a higher rate up just because there's more of them. Not to mention protection characters, they're just difficult to get. If you're wondering which ones is better to get, like a protection character or a battle character, ideally you get at least one decent battle character and then, you know, one decent protection character. I feel like both of them can carry, but you know, you can have like even Vildora right here, you know, he can switch out every single green skill for a red skill. Their Soul of Skills, which was the green one, into Soul of Secrets, which is the orange one. I think that's just really important to sort of annotate as you're looking at protection characters. I feel like these abilities are really important to sort of look at, but there's so many different things that you can pay attention into for this game. I love it. Like, the gameplay is amazing, but one thing that was pointed out to me when it comes to like the actual like lore, getting to know the characters, it's sort of shallow in that aspect. That's like my only thing. Like, the story isn't that deep and like the skills aren't that deep. That was pointed out to me. But at the same time, I love this game and I give kudos to Bandai for at least pushing the edge on gameplay, because this gameplay is different enough to essentially keep me engaged. But anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 27,500 subs, we're doing a giveaway. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you guys want more slime Isekai in today's videos or in more videos. Have yourself a fantastic day and see you guys in the next one.